Hello all, welcome to Study Table. Our today's topic is features of services. Well, features, characteristics, natures are one and the same. Okay? Firstly, let's understand what is service. See, there is two things. One is goods and one is service. In journal, goods are tangible items, means you can see it, touch it, examine it. Like all our daily use products, our clothes, footwear, furniture, kitchen appliances, and all. Whereas services are intangible in nature, means you cannot see or touch it, like the service of professionals, especially like doctors, teachers, lawyers, and all. Okay, now we'll start with the features so the picture of services will be more clear to you. The very first feature and very basic feature of service is intangibility. Well, this point we have already discussed in the introduction part that in opposite of goods, services are intangible in nature, means one cannot see, touch, smell, or physically examine the service. But yes, one can feel or experience it from the results. Like in classrooms during the lecture, you will not see alphabets flying from teacher's mouth. But yes, you will definitely experience the transfer of knowledge, ideas, and thoughts. This is how invisibly service works. Understood? Next feature is inconsistency, which simply means variable, not uniform, means not same. Okay? Service performances may differ from one service provider to the other, right? Simply, all salespersons at the shop are not equally polite, right? All teachers have different teaching styles. Similarly, all lawyers are not equally experienced or capable, right? Even the same person may provide different quality of service at different time, depending upon his or her mood, health, consideration, and many other factors. Okay. The next feature is perishability. In simple, perishable means who has a very short shelf life, means you cannot hold it or you cannot store it for a long period of time. And services are highly perishable in nature, means services cannot be stored for a future sales. It has certain validity or time period after which you cannot resell or reuse it. For example, if you missed your morning flight of an airline, it cannot be utilized during the next flight, right? Means that ticket or seat reserved for you was only for certain period of time. After that, it will get expired. One cannot hold or store it, neither you nor that airline people. Okay? Then we'll move to the next one, which is non-transfer of ownership. See, there are two parties. One is service provider and one is customer, right? Customer pays certain amount as a fees or charges to the service provider for experiencing a service for a certain period of time, correct? At the end, service belongs to service provider only. It do not result in transfer of any ownership from service provider to customer. For example, if you book a hotel room, you don't acquire the ownership of that room, correct? Next is difficulty in valuation of services. Valuation means the estimation of worth or price of something. In case of physical goods, doing valuation is very easy. You can simply know the price of a product by just checking the weight or by physically examining the quality or just by seeing the numbers or quantity of the product, correct? But how you can do all this in case of services, because they are intangible in nature, right? Neither we can weight it, not examine it, not we can count it, right? That is why valuation, or to evaluate the exact worth or price of a service, become very difficult. Our next feature is cannot be returned to seller. A defective goods can be returned back to the seller, which we usually do, especially in online shopping, right? But how you can return poor quality of teaching or bad counseling back to the service provider? It cannot be returned back, right? Next is inseparability. Generally, services cannot be easily separated from the service provider. Like, for example, a doctor must be physically present at the time of treating the patient, or a waiter must be present at the hotel while serving you food, right? In simple, you cannot take the service from service provider in a jar or in a box, store it, kept it at home for future use, as it is perishable and intangible at the same time, right? You need physical presence of service provider whenever you want to experience the service. Okay. So this all was our features of services. Hope you all understood the topic well. We'll meet soon with a new topic, new concept. Till then, Study Table wishes you all the very best.